What's up, dudes and dudettes of the arena? My name's Seth, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Pirate Captain's subclass ability. For today's purposes, we're going to be playing on my Dino Tamer on the test server, which means that a lot of this is subject to change, but for the most part, the ability is not going to change. Like, we already just know that that's going to end up happening, right? So we're at 21.8 KPR, and my damage and everything like that is pretty, you know, it's okay. It's up there enough. You know, most of all, it's just an example of what the potential is of this ability. But otherwise, I would say that as far as stat values are concerned, I'm a pretty average stats for most players outside of having my Tri-Shot class gem ability, which doesn't really matter anyways because we're just looking at the numbers. So for the Pirate Captain, it's going to be damaging an enemy has a chance to call a cannonball from the sky. And each of this and the magic find are going to be determined based on your level is going to affect how much magic find you get. And then your power rank is going to end up determining how much extra damage you're doing with your cannonball. It's not going to end up increasing the odds of actually triggering the effect. So this one's actually a very useful subclass ability, and in a lot of ways is going to be one of the most useful for farming. Not necessarily because of the extra damage. We're still going to be one-shotting all the bosses in U9. But most of all, just because it gives you the extra magifying. So let me see if I can actually end up triggering this ability right here. There it was right there. You saw it come crashing down on the enemy. And it ends up doing pretty decent damage, I might say. Like, I'm actually quite surprised at how much it actually ends up doing, because it's pretty good if I can end up triggering it again. Unfortunately, I'm doing too much damage with my Tri-Shot here to trigger the effect on these enemies. Oh, man, come on. Come on. Come on, just do it for me already. Jeez Louise. So at least we ended up getting it right at the beginning there. And you did see, there we go. We got it to happen again. But unfortunately, that time, it seemed like the enemy ended up kind of moving out of the way of our cannonball. So I don't even think it ended up actually triggering and hurting him. But there we go. That was, I think that was actually the boss ability, not necessarily his cannonball. Yeah, that's his abilities. That's not mine. So let's try and see. Can we end up triggering it again? Can we ever end up triggering it again? There we go. We got it to trigger again. So you could just pause the video, folks, and kind of see the extra damage that we're doing on it. But it's actually pretty up there for the most part, you know. And that's also rocking like a Pirate Captain that's only at 3 KPR. That's why I think that this is actually a fantastic ability, because we're actually doing really good damage with it. It's extra damage. It's also area of effect and can end up hurting more than one enemy. And then also just the fact that it's already got this much damage, so if you had more power rank, it would just end up being that much stronger, right? So I could see this being very, very good for some of the mains, you know, like Shadow Hunter, Neon Ninja. Of course, it would end up being pretty good with his Shuriken. Even a Lunar Lancer triggering his ults would tag all the enemies and have a chance of actually spawning the cannon. So it's a very, very good ability for sure. Definitely recommend it. So thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sign out and stay epic, everybody.